The man who? The man who? Did you guys get emails today? Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Did you get an email today about the man who? Do you guys get spam emails about the stock market and all these fake gurus, right? Always starts with the man who. The man who? The man who said this is saying this now. Subscribe. The man who did this is saying this now. Buy his product. Is my face on any of those emails? No, but I'm not joking. If you don't see my face on the email, the man who, it's a scam. It's a fraud because you're looking right here at the man who did it. I'm the man who. I'm the man who called the crash of 2022. And 3 days ago, I called the bottom. Friday of last week was a surprise, but that surprise led me into the biggest trades in the history of my life. And every one of my members are participating in these trades because I forced them into these trades. And they said, "Hey, weren't you just super bullish?" I know. That's why I'm super bearish. So weren't you super bearish? I know. That's why I'm super bullish right now because I've learned from my mistakes. Normally, I ignore the signs. I don't ignore anything anymore. Goldman Sachs and CNBC are the two biggest contraindicators on the face of the planet. VWAP's phenomenal, but VWAP is the confirmation tool of these morons over here. What happened? They were waiting for some magic number, 20%. We needed to be down 20% till they started talking about the bear market. You're supposed to talk about the bear market as it's happening. You don't let the market go down 7.5 straight weeks for the second time in the history of the stock, the second time in history. Let's call it unprecedented. And here's the mistake that they made, and here's the mistake that I didn't make, and that's why all my clients, all my members, all my subscribers are having the best weeks of their lives right now. And that's why I've now officially, if there is a heaven, I'm in. Any sin that I've committed, they've been absolved. I'm in. I've changed lives this week because I made it perfectly clear. You gotta buy stocks because this is the move that I'm normally a victim to, where we squeeze and we rally 10%, all flows, and it comes out of nowhere. Because my friend, that move on Friday, absolutely out of nowhere. Thought we would sell into the close, thought we might go to 268 last Friday, and then suddenly, wham! Buyers came out of nowhere. It held to 280, 282, 285. Holy shit, we're going past 285. I can't believe it. Rip it into the close to close 289. What the hell was that? I don't know. But then I hear CNBC finally running. They're running the market in turmoil special. Oh, finally. It's about time they ran the market in turmoil special. Thank you for calling the bottom. The market was in turmoil for over a year. The market has been in turmoil for a year. By PDD. Too late. I'm not. The market's been in turmoil for a year. 7.5 straight weeks of down. So here's what happened, right? Here's what happened. Market in turmoil. Goldman Sachs comes out, right? Goldman Sachs comes out and says we might have got 2022 wrong. Oh, after 7.5 weeks of straight down, after what's up, y'all? After they told you on March, April, May, they wrote articles and did podcasts. We're definitely not in a bubble. Stop saying that. It's not 1999. Stop comparing it. Time is different. They actually said this time is different. Goldman Sachs, the ultimate phrase of not what to do. They said it. This time is different. It's not a bubble. Then, after their podcasts and their articles, they did a reiteration of how confident they were. How absolutely confident that 2022 will be the year where we're so not in a bubble that you need to pile in. Pile in, they said. Valuation doesn't matter, they said. Goldman Sachs, January 7th. We are not in a bubble. What does Kenny Glick do? We're definitely in a bubble. Goldman Sachs just reiterated it for me. So then I waited for the signs. Oh, here comes the UVXY right on schedule. Oh, wait, we're breaking under monthly VWAP? Well, that's not good. Well, that confirms my bearishness. Let's short the fuck out of everything. We already destroyed all the Coleman, the Cathie Wood stocks. I wish I would have pushed the issue, but now it's time for the Qs. It was time for the Qs to get their ass raping. And all the diamond hand morons, time to take their money, whatever they had left. And as they're getting bled to death, and as they're trying to buy the dip, and they're all losing and losing and losing and losing and losing, we're sitting there taking their money. Taking their money. And I'm looking for the signs. Smelling out there. Where are they? Give me the signs. Give me the signs of the market giving you a reason to believe that we can buy. I didn't predict it. I saw it happen 7 days ago. And it was like this. What the fuck is going on? Holy shit, what the fuck is going on? Where's this? What the fuck is going on? Holy shit. Oh, we're definitely going to pull back. Oh my God, we're not pulling back. Oh my God, what the hell was that? You know what that was? That was Goldman Sachs buying everything in sight. Because they told you to finally sell. And that was them on Friday, buying everything. That's what happened on Friday. So you say, holy shit, what the hell was that? Could the bear market be over? Who cares? But that move enough lit the fuse for the short covering rally and the fear of missing out rally. And people start to put money back to work. And when is the best time to buy stocks? When people have just sold and they're scrambling to get back in. When people have added to their shorts because Goldman Sachs said we're going lower. And then the fresh money shorts, they have to cover. Tuan Ho's making money on Sega. It's about fucking time. The reason I'm still doing this after 30 years is look at my face. Look at my face. I know nothing. Absolutely nothing about anything except this. You're not going to fool me again. You think I'm piling into positions now? What if I told you, and again, my call was 303 close today, and then I reevaluated it, I said 306. And then I had a target, the far-fetched, absolute insane target was 311.65. We went to 307.50 so far. We still got 4 hours left. This might happen today. But here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen. If there's no terrorist attack, if nothing, no bombs go off, if nothing absolutely terrible happens over this weekend, we probably are going to gap up on Tuesday. And I think it's going to be a gap and a go, and that's where we're going to find some sellers, finally. It's a 10% move off the lows. Do the math. Or don't do the math. Let the VWAP do the math for you. That's why VWAP tells me what to do and gives me my targets All I got to do is push buttons and have a smidgen of belief. But I don't even have to believe. I don't have to believe. You know why? Because when I'm wrong, I don't stay wrong. When I'm wrong, oh, this ain't working. Out. Oh, now it's working. In. Oh, man, it's not working. Out. Oh, it's working now. Back in. You could take a couple of punches to the face. Remember, this is a fight. Never been in no fight? I've been in a few fights. I rarely won. I mean, I choked one kid out once. Normally, was never a good fighter. But even if you are a good fighter, you're going to take a couple of hits, right? It's not about how hard you get hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep coming forward, right, Rocky? It's the same thing here. If you take a couple of jabs, you're all right. You're setting the guy up. You could feel him out. You come in, little Mike Tyson duck uppercut. Next thing you know, you got the killer blow. Take a couple of shots. That's what this market is. So Monday, we were still kind of feeling out whether or not this market wanted to do something to the upside. Took a couple of lumps, right? But then the confirmation, the breakout finally of a prior day high. The breakout from the prior day high is the trigger. Oh shit! We're finally going up. We're breaking prior day highs. Get in. Then you start looking, hey, we just broke down so hard from those levels over the last 7.5 weeks. Remember, the more you've gone down, the easier it is to go back up. The bigger the move down, the bigger the snapback is. So this 10% rally here is absolutely what the market should, which is the weird word. Market shouldn't do anything, but it is doing what it should do. A 10% snapback rally after a market that just fell 30%. Because if you do the math, which I don't know how to do in my head anymore because I'm stupid. 280. I was looking for a 10% off move off those lows. Missed that first 7 or 8 points. Didn't matter, right? Q's pulled back. Remember Monday? You guys remember Monday? I hardly remember Monday either. Let me just show you. Well, you can't see what I'm looking at here. But Sunday night, we were pulling back in the futures. Sorry, it was Tuesday where they tried to shake everybody out. But we never broke those lows. So then, listen, on Tuesday, you're thinking, all right, here we go again. Typical bear market, suck at everybody in on Monday, crush you on Tuesday. But then the magic happened. We broke back over that pivot point, and then we broke the Tuesday high, which was 293.50. 293.50. Plenty of room left. Who cares you missed 30? Nobody was buying the bottom. So when you look at this and you say, oh, man, I really wish I would have bought there. You weren't buying there. Nobody was buying Friday afternoon. Nobody. So that bottom was picked by itself. You missed it. So don't be afraid next time to get in the middle. You're never picking the bottom. The bottom picks itself. You join in and you make the meat in the middle. There's plenty of meat here. 293.50 to 307. That's a lifetime of money. Throw in your NVIDIA and your DICS, and you're talking about the most profitable week in the history of my website. The most profitable week in the history of my life. Not me personally, but collectively. So I'm never going to lie to you. I wish I had 1,000. I wish I had 100 calls on DICS. I didn't. But I know somebody that did. I wish I made 2.9 million on the Qs over the last 22 days. I didn't, but I know somebody who did. And I get to live vicariously through my members now. That's why as much as I get into a rant from time to time, overall, I'm actually very content. I'm very, very happy. I'm very pleased that people are catching on one by one. But the one thing that does frustrate me still is we got 24 people here. I've been doing this since 2007. I've been pretty much right about everything. These charlatans, and for lack of a better word, scumbags who make what I do tainted. Tainted. Because the genre of the guru is a tainted genre. Because there can only be one guru. Me. I am the guru. I'm a pothead who knows about the market, who's tripped on a lot of acid. If there's ever been a definition of a guru, you're looking at him. I know everything you need to know about the market, and I love smoking weed. And I'm not afraid of being wrong. And I articulate my points. These guys, they use their generalities. They pretend that they've made calls. They have fancy graphics on their videos. I got none of that shit. I don't got time for that. Hit the fucking button. Let's talk. Hit the button again. See ya. I don't got time for fancy videos. You want a hot chick telling you what to do? I remember she was putting this thing. She was putting this video out. And she's like, what do you want more from me in 2022? So I wrote, stop pretending you're a trader and go back to being a stripper. Because that's what she is. She's a stripper pretending to be a trader. It's a scam for clicks. Invest Diva. She's a hack. I reached out to her twice. Do you even trade anymore? No, I don't have to. I make 10 million a year off subscriptions. That's what she told me. And her entire business model is telling people to buy the dip. That's it. That's her whole business model. The market never goes down, buy every dip. She wrote 3 books talking about that. She's pretty. She's bubbly. She makes videos on Instagram. She's doing 10 mil a year off of your dime. She's a better looking Susie Orman. Market just goes up over time. Dollar cost averaging. Thanks. Thanks. That's her whole entire business model. She's not a trader. She doesn't know what's going on. She lucked out with Tesla, just like Kathy Wood. Right? Who got you into Tesla before any of these people? Me, colonization of Mars, 4-for-1 split. I predicted it all. Right? Tesla, 110 a share, pre-split, 400,000% return. You guys remember the videos? Who was talking about Tesla before anybody? Now you got these fucking fake gurus who have channels dedicated only to Tesla. So why do I don't get? I'm in the dungeon of YouTube. The only way I'm going to come out of the dungeon if you guys spread the love. I never even talk about it. Subscribe, smash the like button. I don't even do any of that. I'm the worst YouTuber in the history of YouTube. I really am. Because all I want to do is get my points out and go. I thought you were saying I was smoking hot. I don't think I've ever been called smoking hot before, but I think you're talking about the Invest Diva. Oh, she is smoking hot. I mean, if I could be reincarnated, no, I don't. Yeah, she is. And those videos are great. But I don't even watch I don't need to hear what she's saying. I'm just watching the video. Look at her bouncing around. Oh, you're a stock trader? No, you're not. No, you're not. I invited her on my show. She doesn't show up because she won't be able to take the hard questions, the real questions that need to be answered. She doesn't know what she's talking about. And that's why I hate bull markets. Not because I don't want people to make money. It's just that that false narrative gets validated. When the market goes up for 18 straight months, everybody is freaking awesome until they're not. But then they lie to you and say, hey, we told you all the time. We told you should be taking profits. We told you. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. That's why I started making videos again. I wanted to make it perfectly clear to you and all the Gregory Mannarino fans, you sycophant losers. Market's going to crash. 2012. Market's going to crash. 2013. Market's going to crash. 2014. Market's going to crash. 2015. Market's going to crash. 2016. Market's going to crash. 2017. Market's going to crash. 2018. Market's going to crash. 2019. Market's going to crash. No, you know what? I'm bullish. Bang! Pandemic! The guy finally goes bullish. We get a pandemic and the market crashes. And then we come back. He's the biggest bull. Oh, yeah, I'm the biggest bull ever now. And the dreaded market that he's been warning everybody for 12 years happens. So when did I pivot? I made sure you guys knew, and I was being serious, get the fuck out of this market. We're going to crash in 2022. So today, tomorrow, or the next day, when you get those emails in your email box and they say the man who, and it's not a picture of this fucking face, it's a fraud. I'm the man who. I am the man who. You witnessed it live. People, don't blow an opportunity. If you're out there, fire whoever you're listening to. There's no way they're better than me and my crew. No way. No way anybody's doing better than we are right now. To the point, well, I'm not going to talk about it anymore because I had to say goodbye to another trader that was riddled with fear, like petrified to trade. Hey, this works 90% of the time. No. I guarantee you this trade will work. If you lose money on it, I will give you the money back. No. If you're going to not take a trade that I said that, I guarantee it works. If it doesn't, I will give you the money. Still afraid to trade. You believe that? It's true. Talk about fear. Talk about fear. If you're afraid to take a riskless trade, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? You don't want to take a riskless trade? Here's the money. Go ahead and blow it because that's how confident I am. You're not going to blow it on this trade. No. I don't want to trade your earnings reversals that work every time. I want to buy the Qs and hope they go up 8 years from now. I only know long-term investing. I'm afraid a 40-cent option. Oh, if I buy 10 calls, that's $400. Oh, I can't handle that. But the stock might go up 10 points and you'll make 10 times your money on the trade. You're risking 400 to make $4,000. No. By the way, I just sold my SIGA, so God bless you, everybody. I'm out. Stocks. I didn't buy the PDD, and I'm actually I'm on the outside looking in right now. All I have is the Qs. But this stock, SIGA, SIGA, I don't care what you're doing right now. Put this stock on your radar. I'm not an investor. My buddy's an investor in the company. I'm not pumping his stock. I'm not a pumper. I don't give a shit what this company does. Apparently it's monkeypox bullshit, whatever. But it keeps coming back. Every time I think it's just going to roll over and die, it keeps coming back. You know what that means? That's an uptrend. So SIGA, and I just sold it at $11.93, and it's up $1 since I sold it. It's insane. I got to tell you something right now. I don't know enough about this company to comment on what they do. My buddy does. If this thing doesn't break 13 today, right? This is my little gift for you. Momentum is here on this name. It's here. right? So just like the market, prior day high. First thing I ever learned about trading, prior day high break. What? Prior day high break. Who? Prior day high break. No chart needed. Prior high break. That's momentum. The definition of momentum is the stock is breaking the prior high break. So for instance, let's say SIGA, stop moving. Stop moving. Don't break 13. If you're in it, I'm rooting against it right now. I don't want it to break 13. You know why? Because I want to be in it on Tuesday when it opens up at 1180 and scares everybody out of it and then starts to rally and then breaks 13. We're going to load the fuck up on it. Because if it breaks prior day high, momentum ensues and we should rip easily to 14 and change. We get through 14 and change. I got a breakdown area 1523. And if this stock gets through 1523 and we get through 1750, it's going to $25. SIGA. 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 Still wouldn't own it. But they have options. They're fairly priced for a stock that's been moving in 20, 30, 40% increments. These options are fairly priced. SIGA, June calls, 12th. Where are we now? 13? $12 calls for June are $270. I know you love call spreads. I know you love call spreads. I know. And right now you're probably laughing. You know you love call spreads. And the only reason I'm talking about this is this is beyond day trading. Because we're looking at some of the, I know you love call spreads, right? When an option is overpriced, you should use the overpricedness, I guess that's a word, overpricedness to pay yourself ahead of time. Because let's say you do think this stock's going to 2250, which is where I think we're going, right? Let's say we do go there. Hang on, I want to make sure I got this exact prices I want to tell you about. 2 years on the weekly chart. There we go. That's not giving me enough data. Hold on. I need a 5-year chart, I think, on this one. And again, I don't even know if this is the same SIGA as it was 5 years ago, because I've just learned of this stock 5 days ago. All right. This is 5 years worth of data. That's all I need. It's a 5-year high. 5-year highs? All right. Let's see if it's a 10-year high. Stop. No, don't break 13. Don't stop. Get away from there. Don't stop. Get away from there. No. Ah, boo. Boo. Well, now it's not 13. Sorry to root against you, but I didn't want to break 13 because it would have been an easier number to remember. Whatever the number is today, today's high, momentum will ensue, whenever it breaks to that high print. So let me just go back. By the way, Gap going green. If you're not trading Gap today, you should retire and walk away. This is by far, I know it might not seem like it, right? But GPS being green right now is the sickest trade of the year. Company basically said we're going out of business. They basically said, if anybody's thinking about buying our stock today, don't. That's how much we suck. And the stock went from 9 to 11.25. You think we're in a bear market right now? You don't get stocks that bounce from 9 to 11.50. I mean, you do, but people are buying shit. 7 days ago, there's no way in hell Gap is over 950 today. Yeah, you probably would have got something out of it. Little short covering 890 to 950. You would have meandered around and done dick. That's the kind of move you get when buyers are back. Ha-cha-cha-cha. What the hell was I just saying? All right, SIGA. 1521 from 11 years ago. Wow. I got to look at this more. I'm starting to fall in love. I think this was a reverse split. Yeah, there's something bizarre about this chart. Because one chart I saw a different high, and now it's different. What the heck am I looking at here? Can anybody confirm or deny what I'm looking at here on SIGA? All-time highs 1521. I swore I saw them in the 20s somewhere. I might have just hallucinated, which is kind of cool. I did take some shrooms about a half an hour ago. I guess they're kicking in. What? Woo! No, wait a second. I swear to God, I was just looking at the SIGA chart earlier, and there was a high of 24 and change. Anybody have the all-time highs for SIGA? I'm bugging out. I'm legitimately bugging out right now. By the way, Zoom 110. That's how the bull market was confirmed. Well, actually, there's a lot of reasons that we went bullish this week. It was that stocks stopped getting crushed when they had something negative. Urban, JWN, Apple, Gap, rallying on awful news. Bull market. And the bull market might end on Wednesday. That's the point I wanted to get to. We have another Fed meeting Wednesday, and we've just had a 10% move off lows. Wednesday, I'll be back in cash, but Tuesday is probably going to be a freaking awesome up day. So make money on Tuesday, go back to cash Wednesday. And if we start breaking out again, get back in, because this is the dumbest thing I could possibly say. We might go to 340 on the Qs before you know what's up. Before you know what's up. Sorry. 333. Here's a good number for you. 333.33. It's only another 9% from here. That'd be a 20% move off the lows. We're almost 10% off the lows. But I was doing the math for you earlier because I cannot keep a train of thought for more than 2 or 3 seconds. 280 was the low. 10% is what? 28 points. Plus 280 gives you where we are today. Thank you. Simple. But VWAP's telling us that the real average price that the Qs want to get to right now is 311.68. And that's why I'm staying bullish, because we're not at 311.68 yet. And if we get over 311.68, oh shit. Then we got 326.85. Write these down. 326.85. And if we break through that, which we probably will, because you never know, right? Short squeezes turn into rallies. Rallies turn into bull markets. That's how it happens. There's no fucking memo. The memo was sent. The market's in turmoil, and Goldman Sachs told us that 2022 is going to suck now. That was the memo. That was the memo to me. Oh, they're giving up on the market? Let's pile in. So 326.85, right? Now check this out. There it is. All right, I was right originally. I still think we're going to have some problems with that 333 area, but if we get through 333 on the Qs, you'll be looking at 346 on the Qs. Just like that. And you'll be sitting here just like you're sitting here right now. How the hell did this just happen? Weren't we in a bear market? I thought the whole world was coming to an end. And here's where the big takeaway from this commentary is. The market is disconnected from reality. It doesn't know there's a civil war going on in our country. It doesn't know that there's a real war going on that could spark a world war. It doesn't know about your woke, stupid neighbors with their kid who's completely confused. It doesn't know. It doesn't care about the economy. It doesn't care about earnings. It doesn't care about fundamentals or what you think. The market does whatever the hell it wants. It squeezes 2 to 3 times more than you think. It plummets 2 or 3 times more than you think. It hooks the longs. It hooks the shorts. Why do you think GPS is the #1 trade of the century today? This is a trade now. If you bought GPS options this morning, you're up 25,000 times your money. I'm not even joking. Seriously, if you bought the 9, let me see what they are now. I don't even want to look. I sort of don't want to look because I'm going to be nauseous in a second. So it was the GPS 950s. Percentage gain not that good. It was actually the lotto play. It was the 1050s was the lotto play at the time. Yeah, that's the one. 10 cents to $1.30. And if you really felt like going lotto, we didn't. I thought we could get to $10.80. That was my ridiculous target on Gap if we did squeeze. 1150 is insane. But if you took the insane trade and went 11, 50 times your money. If you wanted to buy $11 calls this morning, right? The market makers would have like, sure, how many you want? You could have them for a penny. They would have sold you as many as you wanted. They're 55 cents now. Imagine you did that and you just came back to the computer. What? Your $1,000 worth of GPS options right now is worth 50 large. How you doing? How you doing? How am I doing? I'm sick over it. I traded it for $200 this morning when I woke up. It's like a $2 million trade. I made $200 on it. I need you people to make money. I'm sitting here making $200 on a trade I should have made 100 grand on. It's fucking nuts. It's fucking nuts. It really is. And what's nuts is some of the emails that I get. And if you're not in SIGA by now, oh my freaking God. I'm just not getting this, Kenny. I'm just not getting it. What's not to get? What's not to get, people? It's a freaking line. VWAP. 1 minute VWAP breaks. Stocks react. Stock get rejected. They pull back to it. They revert. They break it. They pull back. They hold it. All you need is one line on your chart and how to navigate it. And you get stocks like SIGA. SIGA's like, I didn't think this trade would be working so well today. This is icing on the cake. You know what else was icing on the cake? Speaking of ice, snow. Little blue line break right there. Little ass crack action right there. Bought the stock, bought the 128s. Let me see what trade that was. Hang on a second. Yeah, that's right. $0.90, sold them at 180, 210, 220. Sweet. They went to 4. Anybody in Sega yet? See what I do for you guys? I give you my number one pick and it's working without me. I'm okay. My friend's got 100,000 shares of it right now. Go Sega. Go 8-ball. And I got to tell you, this one guy in our chat room earlier is debating with us. Is it still a good buy? Is it still a good buy? Yes, no, maybe. Buy it. Find out. When people ask me, is it still a good buy? I don't know. I'm in it. I guess by definition, I think it's going higher. Do you think it's going higher? Yeah, I'm in it. Where do you think it's going? Up. I'm going to work my trade. And you know what I did? I sold into this move, planning to buy the dip, and here I am without the shares. I don't even own it. I'm not even in it. I'm just living my life through my friend right now. He's got 100,000 shares. Killing it. Whoa. Guy's buying an apartment right now in Miami with this money. Yeah. That's just one trade. Damn. But you got these Tom Nash guys that, today they'll do a video about Sega, right? And then he'll talk about how smart he is and how much he knows about the company and why it's going to go to 20. Gives a fuck. The guy's an afterthought. We're in this stock now, not about what they do. It broke the VWAP. We're in. You can tell me the story some other time. Oh, well, it's monkeypox, Kenny. They got a great deal in and everybody. Great. Good for them. The stock's up 40%. All I want to do is sell it right now. Because, man, if I was in this stock right now, you'd have to kill me not to sell it above 13. Never thought this thing would be $13 today. But here it is. These have been the biggest 3 days in the history of my career. Collectively, of course. I wish I could tell you that story that I had 75,000 calls. And again, the sad part of my career, and it's sad. You should be sad for me. The saddest part of my career, and I kind of relish it now that I've managed to. The saddest part of my entire stock market trading career is that 9 out of 10 of my biggest trades in my life have been losses. It's true. 9 out of 10 of my biggest trades have been massive, massive losses. I'm really great at hitting base hits all day. I can hit single, doubles, and triples, but every time I've gone for the home run, it's not worked. If I would have bought 8,000 shares of Sega, this fucking stock would be at $3 right now. I buy 300 shares, it goes up 3 points. That's the story of my life. That's my purgatory. That's why I do what I do here. Because if I'm only making $600 on a Sega trade, but I've got 1,000 people in it because of me and my crew, I get to live forever. Because that's what I'm here for. I want my name. When I die, I want the name Kenny Glick to be synonymous with the man who was the best trader ever. That's why I'm doing what I've been doing. Stories, names last forever. I'm like Achilles. I'm in it for the glory. And I'm building an army. So, back to my friend who's sitting here debating whether or not to buy Sega at $11.75. He's still debating. He's still thinking, hey, should I buy this stock? That's somebody who will never make money, ever. Hesitation kills. It broke VWAP. Yeah, you missed it by 80 cents. But here's the problem. Again, you guys can't see my charts out there, but when people chase a stock, they see where it came from and they think they're going to lose that money. You're not. You're not going to lose that money. You're not. If you bought it at 1180 and it broke 1160, you are going to sell it. You're not going to let it go all the way back down to where you think it might go back down. You're not. Forget that fear. Just because the Qs were 291 and you're thinking about buying them here at 306.75, you're not risking 26 points on this trade just because there was there 3 days ago. You're risking $1.85 because that's where your stops would be. Stop being so fearful. Jump in. Is it still a good buy? I don't know. Buy it and find out. That's what I did. You think I wanted to buy it at 1180 when I should have been buying it at 1095? No, but at 1180, it still looked good. And I was like, all right, if I buy it here at 1180, 1166, and 1150 are my outs. Boom. I know exactly what I'm risking. And I looked at the chart and I'm like, if this thing breaks out, it could go to $15. So I'm risking 30 cents to make $3. I'm in. I fucked up the trade because I took the profit too early, but you get the idea. And not being in Zoom and seriously. So anyway, let's talk about what's going to happen on Tuesday. Market's going to be, the Qs will be 311.65 because you have to default to what we're seeing. And what are we seeing? Bull market is back. What happens in bull markets after holiday weekends? We gap up and go. 311.65 on the Qs. I'll see you there Tuesday. If I'm wrong, it doesn't matter because we're using profits from 291. This is not what I do for a living, speculate on trades over the weekend. It's actually the opposite of what I do. But that's how bullish I am. I'm going to take some of this money, and I cashed out of the Qs at 303 this morning. I even almost bottom ticked the down move this morning. Sold at 304, sold at 305. Actually had a short in the middle of the day. But if this market closes above VWAP, and that's 305.39 right now, I'm forced to hold the Qs over the weekend. I have to. Because I think we're going to gap up. And we might gap to 310, go to 311 and change, and that could be it. And then we have Wednesday Fed. The market might give back a big chunk of what we just rallied. It's a 10% rally going into the Fed meeting. The Fed meeting's on Wednesday. So Tuesday, it's going to be a huge up day to cushion the blow in case the Fed scares the shit out of everybody again, bangs us out with another 50% interest rate. Maybe the market doesn't like it. You don't know how the algorithms are going to act. If then, we might sell off 4.5% on Wednesday. But Tuesday is what we're talking about. Tuesday is all we care about. I'm looking to play the gap. Tuesday gap. That's it. It's a lot easier for us at Hit the Bid to play the Tuesday gap because we're already in the Qs. Because now if you're saying, all right, so do I buy him here at 307 because we're going to be at 311.68 on Tuesday? Yeah, I am saying that. It's a lot easier for me to say it because I'm in the Qs already from yesterday. You see what I'm saying? Do you want to commit new money? Committing new money to this trade is different than being in it already. Because if we give back something, that's all we're doing. We're giving back some of our profits. This is not new money. But if you want to play with new money, I'm looking at the same thing we did today to do on Tuesday. So let me show you what we're going to do. How are we going to play the gap? It's a very simple process. Where do I think the Qs are going? Tuesday? Oh, I got to get back on the air. Oh, shit. I got a live show to do. I forgot I had a job. I got to go.